Hi guys, hello mirror meets everybody. It's MicheleMarieDalene. It is Wednesday morning. I'm going to be going grocery shopping today with Krista to get some groceries to the house, and I wanted to cover something briefly that Logan Alec mentioned. I'm trying to get the skewer just right here. There we go. He was talking about the price of food in the stores and how the Bureau of Labor Statistics has shown, the BLS.gov, that the prices of supplies, food, and other everyday needs has gone up. By the way, has gone up a lot enough, and it's affecting people's lives. Grocery shopping in some areas of the country has gotten ridiculous. Personal experience, I've seen that in the prices, even at Cumberland Farms. So what am I going to get at What am I going to get at Stop and Shop today? I don't know yet because it's sometimes it's hard for me to make up my mind of what to buy. Especially, I know I got about $80 in food stamps left, which is great, but I don't want to really buy bad stuff. First of all, there's a lot of stuff that's going on behind the scenes that we don't really discuss. I wanted to talk about some of that stuff. Number one, have I really lost much weight? Kinda, in some ways, and no, in other ways. Okay, just to say is that my bucket is getting bigger. I mean, my caboose, and basically, around my hips has gotten fatter and stuff that's expected. My upper chest, obviously, you can see I have some very well equipped, muchachas. I'm kind of getting filled out a bit up there too, but as far as bay windows go, no, not really. But yeah. Okay, just take it with a grain of salt. That's life, I guess. Anyway, one of the reasons why I've kind of gotten kind of broad is because of the fact that it's been hot and I haven't been going anywhere. A lot of reasons why. Number one, COVID-19 concerns, the risk of getting a nasty disease that could kill you is certainly one reason to keep you at home. I'm 52 years old. I'm going to be 53 in a couple of months, February. So, yeah, I'm not a kid anymore, guys. It's true. However, I noticed that my left leg, for example, my upper calves of my left leg are a little bit less filled out than the calves of my right leg. Of course, that kind of makes sense because my left leg doesn't get as much work as the right leg does. So I'm thinking is I need to get back outside and start walking more. And even though it's kind of hard to walk with a normal walking, like you can with your right leg, it would be better to just keep trying to go up and down the stairs and stuff like that and try to exercise your calf muscles and make them stronger. So, yeah, I got to do that. And of course, as the temperatures cool down, because we're coming up to mid-August now, we're going to probably start seeing temperatures in the United States, in New England, especially New England, will start to drop. Just as the number of COVID-19 cases in Connecticut have been low for a while. Connecticut really has been doing really good about COVID-19 cases. However, I do know that COVID-19 is a real problem in the states. But honestly, I want to get back to doing more active things outside. So once we start seeing temperatures in the 20s, like 25 or lower, maybe I might start going outside more. As long as I can confirm that the number of COVID-19 cases isn't going to respike and potentially result in me ending up in worse condition than I am now, which is just basically with a knee injury, which has coming along quite a bit. I'm actually walking much better now. But yeah, that certainly is a valid concern because I don't want to have a issue with my health right now. The soup kitchen might be opening up for dining around mid-September if things stay as they are, and if Governor Ned Lamont decides to move the state into phase 3. I know I keep saying I want to go to McDonald's, and I would like to. However, I would prefer to eat in and dine in at the restaurant than just, take a bag of food home and eat it in my own godforsaken kitchen, which is okay for some things. But I really like to eat out. But, like I found out from eating an ABC pizza, eating out is not cheap. Everything's gone up in price. Which brings me to Alec Logan was talking about price of food. Really, it's kind of pretty scary to know how much things are gone up in price. Stimulus checks. Well, I'm going to bring it up real quick as far as I know. And this is pretty simple. Once an agreement comes up with, then the House and the Senate will be recalled to vote on it, and with 24 hours notice. That's what they're planning on. The Republicans and the Democrats both agree it's important to do that. And so that's why the reasons why they're willing to allow it to happen in 24 hours emergency notice. But what about, I don't know. What about things like Donald Trump's capital gains tax? Cat that he wanted to do. Mr. Trump, with all due respect, do you really think the well-to-do need a capital gains tax cut? Really? I mean, sure, they might be in your economic league, but honestly, I'll leave that for you to figure out. Anyway, the point is next thing I wanted to cover is a lot of states have said that they don't know if they're going to have the $100 per person per week for unemployment. Originally, each state would have to apply for a waiver to the White House. That's been changed. Here's what Donald Trump said, and the latest information came out. If the state doesn't have the $100, you will still get the $300 from the federal government as long as you meet the requirements to receive unemployment. Okay? So, if the state, say state of Connecticut says, well, I think one of them was Connecticut was one of the states that did say this, says we can't pay everybody $100+ extra in addition to the regular unemployment check, but we can do, we can probably give them regular unemployment, and then maybe this federal government can help us with the $300. So that probably will be what they would do. So in essence, you'd still probably come home with at least the $300 and change, okay, between different states. The stimulus checks, as I said, they're working on them now. Okay, I'm not going to say it's going to be right away. Even if it does pass this week, which is 3 days left, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. But if it does pass this week, then Stephen Mnuchin said the check could be out and start going out a week after it's passed by Congress. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Now, last night's show was a bit unusual, but not really too unusual. And the fact is that, number one, we basically got Brian K. and People of Peace to actually kind of debate each other on the issues of socialism, communism, capitalism, Antifa, and Black Lives Matter. So if you watched the show from last night, and it should be out soon with the closed captions, but at least if you didn't, you can still read the mirrored text until YouTube gets the closed captions out there. I don't know why they haven't been getting out the closed captions as much, or the other things of the chat replays, but that should be out there. It's not me who's basically telling them not to put them out there. That's why we have been mirroring the chat for the last few days, is we do know that YouTube is playing games with your head, and I am truly sorry about that YouTube doesn't want to play fair, and it's something that YouTube's been doing to everybody. So it's not just me. It's not just you. Of course, vlogs and bcasts tend to be a little easier for them to close caption. I know that this video, I wouldn't be surprised if the closed captions are up and ready in about 2 hours after this is uploaded. So I don't know what the story is with the restreaming part of it, but yeah, it'll probably be up there in about 2 hours later. World of Warcraft channel is doing fine. They never expected to really see a lot of people watching the video game play. I haven't been disappointed. Skynet and I were playing. Paul Domino was kind of curious about it. Just to let you know, if you want to play World of Warcraft, you can play BFA or Battle for Azeroth, which is the retail, up to level 20 for free. So, you do not have to pay to play up to level 20 on Battle for Azeroth. If you want to play World of Warcraft Classic, however, it is not free at all. But if you get yourself a Battle for Azeroth subscription, it also covers World of Warcraft Classic. So yes, you can play both. And it won't cost you any more than it would for one subscription. So if you get the subscription for World of Warcraft Classic, it also covers for Battle for Azeroth. So that's a good thing. Now, I've noticed that some of the shows have been kind of varying levels of participation. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, because we're trying to get our shows to be a little more legitimate, covered topics. As we did last night, we covered Antifa, Black Lives Matter, communism versus socialism versus capitalism. And so, yes, we are trying to cover more legitimate content. However, it does seem that some of the people don't like that too much, because there's no tomfoolery or any bullshit. Sorry, it's just the way it is, okay? You can't have bullshit all the time. You gotta have some serious content. People who do subscribe to the channel, there are people that do come to the channel to watch a legitimate topic. So if you're into the BS and the bullshit, unfortunately for you, this is not what you want to hear. This is, oh, well, I guess so. Yeah, you know, this Michelle show is okay. It's just not really what I want to hear. Ramble, I'm a ding dong. I'm just get my mouse ready so I can click on the stop button when I'm done. But, you know, hey, guys, there's nothing wrong with a channel trying to be a legitimate, more serious channel. I do like my channel one that can cover real world issues, besides the stuff we cover all the time. I want to cover things that are really important, and what we covered last night is certainly pertinent. For example, why does Black Lives Matter and Antifa think it's okay to ransack higher tier stores like Macy's and Nordstrom and JCPenney and whatever stores they want to ransack, and then they say, "Oh well, don't worry, it's reparations for us. They got insurance anyway." Listen, that's not how it works, but that's not the point here. The point is the fact is that you are allowing people to be encouraged to cause harm to American consumers and the livelihood of employees, because after all, even if a company has insurance, doesn't mean that the higher insurance premiums, of course, is going to result in people losing jobs, including your own brothers and sisters in the black community that may be working at those stores. So that's not a good thing. You say it's reparations, but the truth is, it's going to hurt your own brothers and sisters in the black community as well. So it's not good. Because those stores hire all people, all races, all ethnic genders, and everything else. And so that's not a very logical answer. We also covered self-defense. And I still believe that, yeah, you do need to prepare for your self-defense. And for some of us, like myself, I've chosen that I'm not going to have a gun. I'm not interested in a gun. And I am interested in something, to me, that is a little more substantive and more meaningful as a weapon. I don't mind knives. I don't mind swords. And I certainly don't mind the idea of having a mace or a flail. However, yeah, there's reality is kicks in about, first of all, flail is great. Ask anybody who uses nunchucks, which is probably the closest thing to a flail that you'll see in everyday use. The problem with a flail is the fact is that it takes a lot of room to swing it. And if you're careless, you're going to get hit by your own flail, and that's going to be bad, okay? Knives are good for short areas, but we're talking about really close hand-to-hand combat. Hand-to-hand combat using a sword or a knife or a stiletto or a dagger is going to result in very easily you're going to get just as mortally injured as is your assailant. So, yeah, ask Vanya, my character, how many times going up against creatures that are bigger and better armed than she is, how likely she has died in fighting. Ask anybody in the military who has studied hand-to-hand combat and the police forces that have focused on hand-to-hand combat training. It's a really dangerous way to take on an assailant is hand-to-hand. However, if you can do it, and if that's what you want, more power to you. I'm not going to stop you. Are we going to play World of Warcraft tonight? Yes. Are we going to have another live stream? Of course we are. But one question I'd like to ask myself is, how can I get my live stream for the World of Warcraft more viewers? I mean, we did great with Skynet. I think it would have been great if we can get Paul Domino on the live stream, or Schmecklecat. If we can get him on, even if it's just to ask questions in the game, gets me and Paul Domino. And the question is like, why do you do what you do? What's your defense strategies? What's your tools? That's great. Now, I know that Asmongold has a large following, as does Mad Season and a few other guys, but we don't. But let's talk about one thing. Where can you find us? People don't realize who we are. Number one, just go to Welcome to My World channel. Yeah, I know, it still has me as a blonde-haired person. Sorry, I didn't change the picture yet. And I should update that eventually. Well, eventually I do plan to go back to blonde. I don't know when. I am definitely considering going back to blonde. So yeah, you're going to definitely see me going back to blonde. Probably within maybe in about a year time. That's my goal. I'm going to grow this hair out first and get my hair nice and healthy again, and then we can start taking on the blonde look again. Don't forget, when I was sick, I was already under a lot of stress. My hair was really badly battered and was looking pretty crappy. So, yeah, I did definitely needed to give my hair a rest and to grow it back. And so that's what we do, okay, right now. Now, what server do I play on? Because people don't really know where to find me. Look on Westfall. And for World of Warcraft Classic, Westfall. 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 That's my server. And also, I play Battle for Azeroth. It's Thunderlord. Thunderlord. Thundeo. Thunde, Thunder, Lord. Like the Lord of Thunder, but it's Thunder Lord. That's where you can find me and Battle for Azeroth. When are we gonna play? When are we gonna play BFA again? I don't know. That's a great question because the only two characters in BFA that I play as Bashira and Bikela. Oh yeah, I play my little mage too, Lorelei, which I haven't played her in a long time. And so yeah, I could play Lorelei, my little mage. No, but I haven't really played her in a long time. Now I'm working on getting Kadiaris and Michelle Marie and Battle on World of Warcraft Classic up. I got Kadiaris almost up to 14. Of course, Vanya is going to be going eventually up to 16. So I gotta work on my warrior too, for that reason. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna have to work on all my characters and get them up in the game. By the way, I did check the sound from last night's gameplay, and the sound was good. Okay, the sound stayed good. Yes, that was a good thing. As last time the sound sounded like crap. Okay, so now that should be much better, and it'll stay healthier and be better for you to hear. So that's a good thing. Today is gonna be another warm day. I kind of wish it was cooler. Wish it was autumn. It's coming, guys. Autumn is coming. I mean, September's just one next month, and then October, and then November, December, and my season starts in December. Of course, we will be making snow this year. We will be making a lot of snow. In New England especially, we're going to have lots of snowstorms, lots of cold, frosty weather for December, January, February, and March. So yes, we're going to be keeping it cool, baby, for you. Promise you that. And of course, I don't know anything about some of the other people like the Super Simplex City vlogs. Try to say that fast. SSCV. I was going that for that. I don't mind sharing the role with you, but you're not taking over my job. Period. Yeah. We can work together, but you're not taking over my job. Alright. But that's another story altogether for the future. So, I guess that's about it for all. I'll see you today at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. And then, of course, at 10 o'clock, we will be playing the video on Welcome to My World. Welcome to My World is where we play World of Warcraft. Right now, Katie Ayers is again back in Westfall. She has to go take care of a few Westfall events, and then she's got to go back over to Goldshire to take care of turning in a couple of things, and then she's got to go to Lakeshire, and she's got to take on a few things over there. Ditto with Vanya, she has to go to Lakeshire too. And again, this is one of the reasons why we need to get everybody on the same page, on the same trip. And I would love to have you join me in the game. I don't have a guild or anything, but here's the deal. If you want to play with me in the World of Warcraft Classic, just go to me. Just look for me on right now in Moonstone or Moonstruck. That's where Cadieris is. Or you can look for me in Goldshire for Michelle Marie or for Vanya. and then we can see if, put a friend request to join me as a group and play with me and let me on the Westfall server. And we'd love to have you on there. We'd love to have you as a part of the game because we could use some help and some assistance. We're not good at using the follow command. I honestly think it'd be better for you to follow me than for me to follow you, because we've already tried it the other way and that was just a basic mess. I do appreciate a couple of strangers last night that helped Cadieres against the Riverbank Knolls, to take them on. But then she also traded the favor and also helped them kill a few too. Including she helped kill Hogger. Again, she didn't need his paw, but now tonight she's going to eventually go back to Marshall Dugan and Goltar to turn in a note about the collector. And then from the collector, we got to go back and we got to get the collector's ring. And that means that that's near Lakeshire, near the Brackwell. It's kind of interesting. I didn't even think about it. But the fact is that she could have easily taken on his ring already. She had known about that. But, oh well, that's life. Alright, guys. So, stay out of trouble. Oh, yes, there is one more thing. Just a second, though. When I do get the stimulus check, when we do, the one thing I want to get to prevent any more of these nasty surprises of being caught off guard with power failures is a battery backup system that will allow us to keep streaming for several hours. Now, I know that some would say, gee, generator is the best way to go, yada, 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 yada. Well, here's the problem where I live right now. We cannot have a generator up. And it's still, even if you did have a generator up, you still would have to run into another problem, and that is, one, keeping your gasoline or propane or diesel clean and working. Two, it takes a few seconds to start the generator, so you're still going to need a UPS anyway, and depending on the generator, if your generator does not make a pure sine wave, it's going to not work good for your UPS anyway. Now, that's something that needs to be kept in mind. Technology Connection showed a solution to that for his mom, which was going through the same thing, which was for longer power outages than we've been experiencing, but which hasn't been that bad yet. So we're going to see what we can do to keep the internet working and things like that. Also, Reckington and Carrie, I really would like to talk to you guys. If you guys could please contact me. It's been a while. I need to talk to you guys. I want to ask Reckington if he wants to join us on World of Warcraft for a few nights on Saturday. I still want to take down Onyxia's elite guard sitting in the keep of the Stormwind. I don't know if he's still there now, but he was there. I want to take him down. And second reason is I want to go back and doing another battlefield again, as either Cadieres or as Vanya. I think we can try Cadieres this time and see how my mage does instead. Okay, so if Reckington, you can join back to me and get back to me, I would much appreciate it. Carrie, I'd like to talk to you anyway, see how you're doing. So again, you have my phone number, you know how to reach me, you got my private communications channels, you know how to reach me on those. So for both of you guys, much appreciated. Get back to me as soon as possible. So I'll see you later on today, guys. Stay out of trouble, don't do anything stupid, and I will see you tonight. Bye bye.